Hey everybody, this is Kenny with Black Iron Tri, and this was my transportation to today's long run. I've had this bike, or the frame at least, for 39 years, since I was 17. Good friend and fellow cyclist Eric Pugh did some mods to it, put the bull horns on it and got all my purple in there, and new wheels, new tires, took the brakes off. It's down to a single brake. Took like 15 pounds off the bike to turn it into a single speed, whatever. Anyway, it brought me to Atlanta's beautiful active oval here in Piedmont Park. Half a mile oval where we did today's run. I'll have to see later how many laps that was, but it was a lot. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with today's episode, which covers a lot of the workouts over the last week. Welcome to Black Iron Tri. Hi, I'm Kenny, and welcome to Black Iron Tri.
She's a roller coaster. Oh, she's so flame. I'm burning up inside, but I can feel no pain. I won't try to stop her. She can't be tamed. I'm so in love with her. I fall and try again. Get up and try. Get up and try again. Get up and try again. Get up and try again.
Hey folks, on my rides on the Silver Comet Trail, I pass this all the time. I've never stopped. I'm going to stop today. This is a ghost bike, and it's a memorial that is put up all over the world for cyclists that have been killed while riding. You'll see them in cities everywhere. They'll be permanently installed. They're usually painted all white, and once a year on a Wednesday, and I can't remember the exact date, but there's a ride of silence where cyclists, local cyclists, all get together and ride and visit these ghost bike sites in silence, and they're usually escorted by local police. It's very solemn, it's very heart-wrenching, but it also helps us to keep mindful about being safe while we're out here on our bicycles. So anyway, thought I'd stop by on today's ride and pay homage and let you guys know. It's Kenny Evans with Black Iron Tri. Be fearless. Okay gang, so in addition to my normal Nun tablets for my refuel, electrolyte refuel, I'm going with pickle juice, because the salt tabs I like to use, I like to open up and dump in, I found out are very hard to open with wet, sweaty, dirty hands. So we're going to try this again in addition to the Nun tablets, so I can get close to the 1,000 milligrams of sodium I need per bottle. I'll let you know how it goes.
You alright?
Oh yeah, just taking some pictures. Thanks. Okay, Black Iron Tri, that will do it for today. We've got the ride in. Let's check the stats. So it looks like 4 hours and 34 minutes, 78.6 miles, average 17.2. Again, where they're getting these high 60 miles an hour maximum. That did not happen, people. Take my word for it. It gives some power numbers too. Take a quick look. Average 161, that sounds right. Max 710, that also sounds right. That max was probably up a hill somewhere and I decided to burn some matches. Anyway, that'll do it for today's ride. Thanks for joining me. You guys are with me when I do these things. In the meantime, everybody be safe, be fearless, and we'll see you later. Take care. Black Iron Try out. Good morning, Black Iron Try. This is Kenny E. I'm down here in Miami with the wife, getting ready to get a run in this morning. One of the tricky things about training while traveling is to have everything you need, or get everything you need. It takes a lot of planning to be properly prepared. But we're gonna get it in, get out here and try to catch the sunrise before I start this run. All right, I'll get back with you. I do not see how people do this running thing with the camera. But we're out here on Miami Beach, getting in a few miles, at least trying. All right. Whew. It's hot out here, y'all. Word of advice, skip Miami Beach running in August. Not fun. Whew. Let's get it in. Hey everybody, this is Kenny E from Black Iron Try, down in Miami. Just about finished with this workout. Got a little bit more to do. Gonna take a break. Working out in the sun, especially Miami sun in August, is no joke. And the water coming out of these water fountains is actually hot. So that's not helping a lot. Anyway, I'm gonna find some shade and something cool to drink, and we'll wrap up this workout in a few. In the meantime, Kenny E signing off for Black Iron Try. Be fearless. Hey everybody, Black Iron, this is Kenny E chiming in from Miami, Florida. Just got in a swim this morning, outdoors, which was pretty cool. Let's take a look at the stats. We got in 4,400 yards, a little under 2 hours out here today. It's a good day, we're gonna call it. And as always, stay fearless. Good morning, Black Iron Try. This is Kenny, getting ready to get in another interval run this morning. Also going to take an opportunity to practice some of the behind the scenes stuff when it comes to making videos for Instagram and YouTube. So I'm going to actually be practicing running with a camera stick, which I got my first experience doing while in Miami earlier this week. And it's not as easy as some people make it look. But first, let's get our warm up in, and then we will hit the treadmill and get some practice in producing. Hey everybody, Kenny, Black Iron Tri. Just finished up a long interval run or an interval run on the treadmill. Take a quick look at the stats. Looks like we got in 7.5 miles, hour 9 minutes, 9:09 pace. A little quicker than the last interval run. And that's probably because the hard intervals were longer. So still 3-minute breaks, quote unquote breaks, with 6-minute instead of 5.5-minute hard intervals. Let me know what you think, what you think I could be doing better. Ask any questions you might have. And if you like what you see, subscribe and like the channel. In the meantime, this is Kenny E signing off, Black Iron Tri. Remember, don't have to be the fastest, just be fearless. Hey, Black Iron Tri, this is Kenny. Just finishing up today's swim. Got a late one in today. Had to do some hard intervals. So not as far, just harder today. Take a look at the stats. Got in 2,400 yards at a pace about 2:10. So the hard intervals were right at 2 minutes per 100 or something like that. Anyway, it's gonna do it for today. We got a torque bike in ride earlier and did some strength work today. So we'll call it. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you at Black Iron Tri YouTube. Take care and remember, be fearless. Hey, Black Iron, this is Kenny checking in. Just wanted to close out today's video. What a week. It's been a heavy training week and started a week off in Miami where we got to enjoy the heat. Got to work out outside a couple of times. The swim was fabulous. Swimming outside was wonderful. But that run along the beachfront in 99-degree weather, not advisable, especially if you don't have the right fluids and fuel. Hard to really prepare for that going out of town, especially when you're not exactly sure what the venue is going to be and what have you. And in my mind, I'm like, well, I'll just stop at a local store, grab some what this and what that, and water or fluid or whatever. Did not quite work out that way. Got out there, and it's just, it was planned that run was supposed to be 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. I didn't even make an hour and a half. I did make an hour and 20 minutes, which was still a great run, and had and got some heat acclimation, even though I'm not quite ready for that yet. But yeah, it's really tough. It's really important you be prepared when you're traveling, and we will cover that in a later episode in some detail about the tricks of travel. And it makes a huge difference as to whether you're driving or flying. And we'll definitely get into that. I live in Atlanta, so I will be flying to California. So we'll definitely delve into that a bit. But in one of my videos this week, I mentioned that I was starting a new week of a block. And I wanted to get a little bit into what that means. But before I do that, I wanted to just say thank you to the people who have watched my videos and watched my Instagram and Facebook reels and commented. A lot of positive feedback, a lot of support, more than I expected, quite frankly. And then the suggestions. Like I said, I've said in a couple of videos, I really do appreciate questions or comments, criticism. Having a product manager background from a few years ago, I learned that the best improvements are in the complaint box. You've heard me say that before if you've listened to all my videos. And I do take that very seriously. The things you suggest, I'm out here, been doing this for 8 years, and we can forget what it's like to be new, and we'll skip over things. And I say we because I feel like that when I watch the pros. They start talking about their VO2 max and they're going to just do tempo today, and they have electronic shifting on their bikes, and which I don't. And they take a lot for granted because of it's something they do every day. And I'm in that same kind of realm for amateurs who've been doing a sport for some time. So one of the main questions I'm getting is, what about those of us who aren't as far along as you are? Um, and I am definitely going to address that. So I'm announcing today that this week we'll be starting a brand new segment called Fearless Fridays. And every Friday, at least I'm going to shoot for every Friday. This recording and producing videos is tough, but it's definitely worth it to me. What we're going to do on those Fridays is we're going to cover everything in terms of what it's like to get ready for triathlons, what kind of gear you need, mistakes to avoid. We will not be doing training on those days. My focus is to try to put up a couple of videos a week. One will cover the previous week's training and any special items or any special tips from that week's training, like today, covering the training blocks. But we will focus specifically on all of the things on the outside of triathlon, how to get started, recommendations of what to use. I am not sponsored by anybody, and I don't even want to say yet because that whole idea is a little bit shaky for me. I want to be authentic with everybody, and when you start getting money involved, you start compromises could be made. So understand that if it ever comes to a point where I'm pushing something and being compensated for it, number one, you'll know about it. I will not hide that from you. And number two, you'll know that I'm doing it because it really does help me. So with that said, looking forward to starting off Fearless Fridays. First episode should air this Friday, and this Friday would be August 15th. Today is the 12th, and I'm going to be covering this over the next at least the next 9 weeks until we get to Ironman California. So, folks, forgive me. I fully intended to have a training plan explainer at the end of this video, but I recorded it and it's about 28 minutes long by itself. So rather than hold you here on hostage on this one video, I am going to upload it as a separate video and include a link to it in this description. And if I figure out how to do it, put a little clicker in this video so you can go to it if you want to go see it right now. Anyway, that's going to do it for today. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for coming to Black Iron Tri. And as always, remember, you don't have to be the fastest. Just be fearless.
Giving you up, no, no, I ain't giving you up. Giving you up.